We're back with Ed Benavente talking about, of course, the latest status that was proposed at the United Nations that had a gathering, actually, a meeting here in where is this? The islands of Saint Vincent.
Yeah.
And yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go past this now.
Okay.
How do we as a people now recoup from this, come together again as one? Get this registry going, get this, you know, as Governor Calvo said, hey, look, I want 2012, but if not 2012, let's get it in the election after that. So how do we, again, go out, get that registry, get the statuses, the 3 different statuses, to go out there and start doing this educational campaign?
Absolutely, Jess. I totally agree. It's very important that we continue on our quest for self-determination. And the most important thing is the education part. Let's not forget that. We need to educate our people prior to them exercising their right to self-determination. We have to continue to try and mobilize our leaders. They're very important in this one.
Of course, of course.
All 3 branches must come together for this one. And I hope that we work in solidarity towards that time when we give notice to both the administering power and the United Nations and ourselves that we would like to begin the process, the process of self-determination in accordance to the UN laws. I mean the UN treaties that were signed by the United States.
Now, what must we do again? Have you represent a particular status? Likewise, there are still people that represent the other 2 status as well out there. Has the group gotten together holistically as one, as a group, in pursuit of that, and then to maybe start the dissemination and going out there?
I would like Ed Alvarez to answer that question. I believe you're going to be inviting him to report
yes, I will
regarding this, and I'll leave that question to be answered by Ed.
By the administrative power.
Absolutely.
There we go. But again, going past this, see what, and I have to go back and forth to this thing, Ed, because what bothers me is that, as Ron was saying, that you know, to be invited in this thing, this is months, if not a couple years in the making, and you know, a lot of credentials have to be put forth. It's not just, hey, can I crash this party? It's not that type of a setting where you meet with the United Nations and speak on behalf of the people.
Oh, absolutely. That's why we were shocked. We sent a letter of inquiry to investigate this whole thing, because we were thrown aback. And when we heard about the selection, we had an urgent meeting between all the NGOs and, to figure out what was going on. And we at least sent an initial inquiry as to who made the decision. Nobody wants to answer. Nobody's responding today. Nobody is.
So none of the NGOs have said that they kind of represented, or he represents them, or something like that. So none. But what gets me with this, Ed, is this. Is this something coming down from somewhere else? And is this the flavor? Is this the flavor that's going to be given out now? Is this something that's going to be rampant now in the community, that now we're seeking something else, which that will mean, again, further delay are deciding a political status?
That's the interpretation of the committee who sat that day when they listened to this individual and his proposals. So if it is interpreted and somehow they translate that to the committee report, which ends up in the General Assembly for the final question on the political status of Guam and its development, and then you're going to see it. But the question here that I still have to ask, or that we should be very curious of, is, where is it coming from?
Where is it coming from?
Where is it coming from? Is it coming from the State Department? If it is the administering power who's coming up with these suggestions, then why weren't they there? They have a seat in every meeting.
Why don't they let us know?
Absolutely.
Why don't they let us know? Say, hey, we got a great status for you. And, you know, it's so great that we want to tell you this, but it's not a status that's so great that only certain individuals know.
The bottom line is this, Senator, is that the options were created by the United States.
That's right.
They're the godfather of these 3 political status options. All we're saying is, let us begin.
Maybe they didn't like their options.
is a possibility.
Anyway, Ed Aces Bossy, man, thank you very much.
Anytime,
I appreciate
Senator.
it. But you know what? I'm going to invite you to the show because there's more to talk about, and a lot of people want to talk to you because you have a lot of information in regard to Guam self-determination. And we need to have this, and this is part of the education process that we want to put out there because, again, I thought I was educating myself until this thing came up, and I said, oh my God, wait a minute, I have to know now go, and I have to Google New Caledonia to try to get that status and try to understand that status because I need to understand that because I'm going, is this something that's going to be shoved down our throats? Anyway, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Hey, join me tomorrow morning on The Buzz on Isla C3 Island Pride Station. We'll take your phone calls. But for now, it's good night. Adios.